Decades ago, my parents were part of a church that was doing an evangelistic campaign. The pastor's wife had made a cassette tape of giving her own testimony and presenting the gospel, and then she distributed those tapes all over the church for people to be trained. Then weeks later, she decided she'd listen to her own tape to see how she did. She popped the tape in as she was driving down the road. Next thing you know, she finds herself on the side of that road, and tears are streaming down her cheeks as she prays to receive Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior. Yeah, she led herself to Jesus. I tell you this true story because it's possible for us to have church without Jesus. We can have religion without God. We can be presuming that it's all about leaving behind the bad and taking a hold of the good. And what God is saying is no, it's about leaving behind death and taking hold of life. You know, it's not about what we do for God. It's not about us giving our lives to God. It's about Christ giving His life to us. I want you to imagine that you are inhabited by the spirit of Wayne Gretsky. You know, the hockey player, the award-winning hockey player, the MVP of the league, year after year after year. If anyone can play hockey well, it's him. Now imagine that by some miracle, the spirit of Wayne Gretsky comes to live in you, and you're invited to play in one of those major league hockey games. Well, imagine the NHL invites you and you get out on the ice, and there you are doing your best. But wait a minute, why do your best? Maybe you've never even touched a hockey stick. You're inhabited by the spirit of Wayne Gretsky. So there you are with a choice. Play hockey like you've always played or not. Or choose Gretsky. Allow him to live his life in and through you, motivating and animating your every move, playing by him and from him. You know what I'm getting at. We're asking, what would Jesus do? And we flip back to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? I'll tell you what He would do. He would walk on water. He would heal people. He would feed 5,000. That's what Jesus did. Instead of asking, what would Jesus do? We need to be asking, what is Jesus Christ doing in me today? We are inhabited by the Spirit of Jesus Himself. It is Christ in us. He is our life. So it's time that we begin to see that Christianity is not a behavior improvement program. It's a life restoration. Life that was lost in Eden is given to us in the person of Jesus. That's the Christian life. It's Christ's life. He's always been living it, and He can live it through us. That's God without religion.